Okay, boys and girls, how are y'all doing today? We are out here at our little range, and we are going to shoot the Sam Yang Recluse. Alright, and it's 357, and we're going to shoot it tethered today, just because we're wanting to find out some initial data testing. We got a 100-yard range, and the plan today is to try to shoot 100 yards with it. Now I know most people are going to sight these in somewhere around the 25 yard. That's where mine sighted in at, maybe 50. So this is actually going to be like a dual review of the gun, how far it will actually be accurate, and also this little app right here. So this app's called Isterlok, and I use it a lot for my long range shooting. And I know that most of the videos I shoot is just up close and popping rounds off, so y'all don't know that I actually shoot a little bit of long range as well, out to about 800 to 1,000. That's about as far as I ever shoot. But this little app right here is like it's the top notch for shooting. Basically, you put in your bullet coefficient, you put in your velocity, you put in the temperature, everything, and it just spits out the data that you need for long range. So I have a Nikon BDC reticle on this 3-9 on this Recluse, and I'm usually a Valdata fan. I like shooting Valdata first focal planes, but on this rifle I opted to go with the 3x9 just because I had it laying around and I'd pulled it off of some rifle somewhere, and it seems to be accurate. So I'm going to test my zero before we get started. I'm shooting tethered today, that way I don't lose any velocity. And I know it on low power, that's all I shoot is low power. I don't shoot it on high. Don't know why. I might have to get it out to 100, but we're going to go with that. Low power, you get about 10 shots per fill. Right now I'm filled to 3,000, the tank's filled to 3,000, and they're tethered together. Alright, so according to this, 200 yards is, I do have a place to shoot 200 yards, but I doubt I make it back there. But 200 yards, you would have 59 inches of drop with this thing. And it would only be going 576 feet per second, so that's not a lot. But we're going to see just how accurate the app is for what I have set up here, and we're going to test it out to 100. The green place you see the furthest out there, that is 100 yards away from where I'm sitting now. So we're just going to throw some rounds out of it, see what this old girl can do. This is like, Sam Yang was like the original people to come out with a big bore, the 50 Dragon Claw. And then they started branching off into the 45s and the 357s, things like that, and so did everybody else. So we're just going to see what it'll do. We're still shooting that 105 grain bullet, that one that I hand cast, and we're shooting it suppressed, so that could mess up the barrel harmonics a little bit, but we're okay with that. So we're going to shoot it at 25 first just to confirm zero, and then we're going to step back to 50. That's the next target, and I'm going to see what the app tells me for 50, and I'm going to see what it tells me at 100, and we'll just see what it does. We'll see what kind of group we can get at 100 yards with it. Alright, go ahead and load her up. Like I said, low power, 730 feet per second, I believe is what I've got. Yep, 720 feet per second. Alright. So, 25 yards, we're just going to stick one on that steel plate at 25 yards and see if it's right where my point of impact of my crosshairs is. Yep, seems to be dead on, exactly where I was aiming. Alright, so let's step it back. Let's try 50, just to see. I'll shoot at the man-sized target first, that way I can see some fresh paint knocked off. According to my reticle, I'm on 9 power. At 50 yards, I should be somewhere, and I'll show you what this looks like. That's what the app shows you. If y'all can see that in the frame there. Hopefully I got you in the frame. It shows you where to hold. And these are just circles, so I'm going to hold at the bottom of the second circle and just see where it puts me. pretty much dead on. I mean, that's exactly where it needed to hold. There is a little bitty 2-inch plate. I don't know if you can see it right underneath that man-sized target at 50 yards. We're just going to see if it'll hold true. And I'm going to shoot that little bitty plate if I can hit it. Yep, smack that little 2-inch plate at 50 yards. So with it, your velocity at 50 yards, according to the table, at 50 is 687 feet per second. So that's plenty to kill deer. Let's go ahead and step it out to 100 and just see what kind of group we can put on that steel down there at 100. If we can get about a 2-inch group, I'll go for the little 2-inch plate that's underneath there. But let's see, what does it say for 100 yards? All right. So this is a second focal plane scope, so I can play with the variables a little bit and see if I can get it where I need to be. Let's see, 6.5. So if I turn it down to 6 power, it should be right on the bottom of the crosshair. So that's what I'm going to do. And we're going to see if the scope is worth a dang. So we're going to go right here and give it a hold right at the bottom. Yep, we hit steel at 100 yards by dialing it. We'll put another one down there. See if we can get them close together. Looks pretty good. That green back stop there is kind of difficult to look at, but them look like they spread out pretty good. So I don't know if I can hit that little plate or not, but I told you I'd try it, so we're going to try it. All right, let's see. Got it. All right, just by turning the power down to 6 power, it showed me where I needed to hold. This is the first time I've ever shot it this far away. I've never shot it over 100 yards. Let's see if we can do it again. Yep. So it's consistent at 100 yards. Now our velocity there, I don't know if I would kill a deer that far away. Rabbit, coyote, anything like that, yes, I would probably take that as a shot. But that's, it's taken a long time to get there. It's taken a lot longer than my suppressed rifles to get there, actually. And they're moving at 900 feet a second at the muzzle. Missed that one. So I'm going to say the consistency's not really there. I mean, we did get 2 back to back, but that could always be a fluke. Let's try her again. Okay, alright, it's there. That's just too much fun. I'd like to back up to 200 and give that a shot, but we've done some dozer work, and I think it covered up our actual see-through of our range. We haven't fixed that yet. Alright, turn it back up to 9, and I think at 50 yards, my hole was right at the bottom of the second circle. So, let's do some more of that. This thing's spread out. Yes, it's dead on at 50. That is not a problem. This is the first time I've ever shot tethered, and I'm not liking it because it tries to kink the hose and it pushes you all over the place, and it's hard to hold stable. I bet you that you could probably get hits on that silhouette probably back to 300 yards if I could get back there. But I don't know about the small plate. Let's take it on down to about 5 power, see if we can get a better view of that. What's playing with the power a little bit. And we're just toying around, guys. That's all we're doing. Alright, we're at the base of the second circle. Missed. Let's put one on the big steel plate and just see where we're at. Huh. Not even on the big steel plate. I don't know if that went high or low. Let's try it again. Nope. Let's turn it back down to 6. Yep. So 6 is where it's at. So if I wanted to shoot 100 yards, I just turn it down to 6 and hold at the bottom of the crosshair. I know that my videos are not the most professional on YouTube, but I don't even have any of the software to edit videos. I link them together using an app and I don't cut anything out of any video. It's however it comes out, whatever it plays, that's the way it comes out. And also, yes, I know I'm a big guy, and I get a lot of comments about that, but I'm still active, and I still get out, and I shoot competitions, and I run, and I do everything that a skinny guy does. I just do it slower, and might be out of breath whenever I get done doing it, but that ain't going to stop me. I'm going to do it the rest of my life as long as I can. Well, thanks for being here with the video. Maybe one day we'll get back to 200 and give it a shot. Thanks for watching.